Appreciate y'all so much. I want to say thanks to everybody that has joined our Facebook page this past few weeks. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend so far. Hope y'all have a good day today. I'm heading off to work. I won't be going back until Wednesday. I have next 2 days off. Tomorrow night, I believe me and my dad might go out to my mom's cemetery. I don't know if I record anything or not. I might, just according on how we out there and just take the K2 and sometimes take the spirit box sensor and just sit there, maybe a cat toy or something other, and just see if we can't get something to go off. I can't get signal there, but I can record. Hey, professional paranormal research, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. I'm heading to work, so I'm doing my normal morning chat. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend so far. Today's my last day of work until Wednesday. I've got an investigation we're going to do Friday, probably maybe at my family cemetery again where my mom's at. I don't know, it's just according on what my dad wants to do. Saturday, I probably won't be doing anything. I've got a birthday party I'm going to. I might do a little quick live or something before the party starts. My buddy Baker's his birthday. Just lay down and relax. I wished I was back home, laying back down, sleeping. Oh yeah, my buddy Baker that comes into the chat, I work with him, and he invited us to his birthday party Saturday. I might go live for a little bit. I don't know if I will at the party itself, but I might try to do like a little birthday video for him. He's been real good to me, so that's the only way I can know how to give back to him. He's really helped our group. He's been there for ever since the first or second day I started the group. He's been one of our big supporters. He also got us these incredible locations. When we first got started going good, he's worked on getting us a few up around where he lives at, and we done a farm next to his house. We actually getting ready to go do a place to call the door just as soon as it gets cold again. I believe it has something to do with the Indians. I'm not sure. They said they had some wild experience there when they was kids, so we will be checking it out when all the little creepy crawlers goes in for the winter, and when we can get down there to it and not break a leg, cross that big creek. Then and I'm still trying to work on getting in these 2 hospitals and the old schoolhouse. The hospitals, I probably would make an event out of it where we get a couple people come with us. The old schoolhouse, it ain't that big. It'll probably be about 4 or 5 of us goes to that. And then I'm gonna try to set up either the battleship for next year or the fort for the next year, or something big event that we're gonna open up to the public and let them join our group to do an investigation with us and stuff like that. I think that will be very interesting. We held 2 events there at the battleship before. The first one wasn't all that big. It's just my team started out, and I wanted to try to get us a big event to go to, and that was our first one. It was mainly our group went. And last year we all went. We took several people come, a group from Oregon, PDX, she came, paranormal consultant Matt and his group came, Mr. Fedora, they came, had a Georgia guy come, had one from Fort Bragg, he came up. I know there's like 2 or 3 others came. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that was a pretty good time. We all had a pretty good experiences there that night. We got the whole battleship, and it was like 12 hours of investigation, non-stop. I mean, you took breaks, but it was really crazy. You talking about wore down, and we was all wore out. But we all had fun though. That was the main thing. I was worried about people having fun, but turned out it ended up pretty good. Y'all got anything big coming up this weekend? Coming up weekend? I hope tomorrow that we're going to go and do something. Get y'all turned around here, y'all can see the road. There we go. I'm looking for guests coming on my shows for next Sunday. Well, on Sunday nights. September, the last Sunday in September, and the first Sunday in October. I still got open so far. If there's anybody that wants to come on and be the guest. Hey Parasolo, how you doing? Appreciate y'all coming in, hanging out. I'd like to get y'all on the show one time, if y'all don't mind. I can get y'all booked up. I got a show tonight, but I cannot remember to save my life who's as the guest. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got several guests booked from here till second week. Yeah, second week in September, I think. Aaron Hoffman's supposed to be coming back on probably, I think it's either next weekend or sometime. Then I have Record Crate comes on the second weekend in September, I believe. He's one of my other good friends. I met him when we come back from the beach. We stopped off there in Raleigh, and I met up with him, and we talked for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to get back down that way and spend a little longer time with him and talk to him and hang out, you know, and look at some old records and stuff, bring back memories when my mom used to play all hers when we was little. We'll get back down there one of these days. Just a little bit foggy in places. I'm not going to do too long of a live stream today, this morning. I might go until I get to Sheets. Go in there and get me some breakfast or some sort, snack to eat throughout the day at work. I'll take y'all down here, make a little stop off, show y'all the schoolhouse that I was talking about earlier that I'm planning on doing. I just got to get in touch with the right people that will let me do a video there. Might end up doing a live stream out on location for my show one night. I don't know, set up my laptop and stuff like that, and just do a talk show or something. Maybe set up a K2 or something other, cat toy, and just while we're doing the show, see if it won't go off or anything. And I'll go out, make another drop off and show y'all the Quaker Cemetery. It's very interesting. There's some old graves there. Most of them ain't nothing but just rocks standing up in the ground. The rain, acid rain, and all that stuff done rose all the stones away just about. I think most of them is probably made out of limestone with a little bit of granite in it or something other. They just start falling apart just like concrete does, like concrete blocks and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. There's the new school that they built. And the old school is right down here, what I'm talking about, that I want to go and do a show at. I like old buildings. I like old school buildings, old store buildings. Things like that is very interesting to me. And if I can find one that's dated back mid 1800s, you know, like the Civil War era. Them purple lights is just wacky. You can go into a cemetery that has those lights like that. It is kind of spooky, which is pretty cool, but it is spooky. They're big all around here where I live at. I don't know about anywhere else. Here's the schoolhouse. I'm driving through the parking lot, but I will not get out or nothing like that. For one, you can't see all that well. There's the schoolhouse. They hadn't it hadn't been long they quit running. They still got look like very fresh window units, air conditioning in the windows of the schoolhouse. Look like they got up to date air system outside. And there's another building right out there in the dark area. That's a I guess that's like the gym, the gymnasium of some sort, maybe. Oh, that's a big old drop off. I don't know. I've never been around that place. I think that building has got a little bit of wild history to it. You can actually be sitting there in the parking lot itself, not even get out, and you can start feeling some kind of vibes. That's just how crazy it is. You can't do much in a small area like it, especially when you got a big crowd. So that place, that's where we're going to just do a small group, maybe 5 people, 6 at the most. But I cannot remember to save my life how you get to that one hospital. I have to get my friends to show me that one again later. Since they redone them roads and everything and remodeled that town, I done lost all of my sense of directions over there. I remember I used to go to this one place. There used to be a Walmart in that shopping center. If you got to the Walmart and it went too far, they moved Walmart, and now it's just all jacked up over in that area. One of my favorite places is the Quaker Cemetery that we've done a few times before. They there was a little bit of Civil War. I ain't gonna say like a battle. There's a little bit of skirmish went on there, but not a famous one to have in the history books. But it was a very interesting story. We've did that several times. We got some pretty good stuff. One of our videos we did, we went there. A guy I worked with named Mark, he went with us that night. First one he went on with us. He said, he asked the spirit, said, if you care if I give y'all a moment of silence, and everybody was still for a minute. After it was over with and everything, he said, okay, we appreciate it. Then all the cat toys lit up. We had like 8 cat toys out there scattered all over the cemetery. And I guess they set them off to thank him for the moment of silence and stuff like that. That was very interesting. Not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we are starting our new show. I think it is the 25th, I believe. No. Whatever next Wednesday is, not this coming up Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. We're actually going to start another show on the channel. It's called Paranormal Journey. It's all about paranormal. It's no other. I just want to do just a plain paranormal channel. I mean a show. It's going to be about like the Sunday night shows, the cop show, but it's going to be different. It's going to be pretty much paranormal. We'll answer paranormal questions. Anything has to do with that. We're going to have about 9 segments of the show. We will be doing a guest each, and then we will bring our guest on. We'll interview the guests and talk to them and stuff like that for a bit. And then we're going to do I think my cousin's going to do the haunted location of the week that we've been to, or anything that she finds research on. It's just going to be pretty much like a different show, and it's going to be fun. Then I'm going to do something like a gear time, piece of equipment of the week, whatever. I think I named it toolbox time or something. I can't remember. I might go back and change it. That sounds a little tacky. Anyway, I'm going to be doing that. And then I was hoping I'd get my EMF meters in time, but I don't think I got them on this order. I thought I did, but evidently I don't believe I got them ordered. I think I made a mislick and didn't put them on this order here that I ordered last Thursday. And then we'll talk some more and do the questions and stuff, a few questions for the guest and the paranormal stuff, questions like that. And then we will do the one for the end of the show is a paranormal group of the week. That's when my cousin pick a group random and just give them a shout out and things like that. and I hope when does the shout out, I can get them on the channel the following week. Them as the guests on the show the following week. We go again. I'm going out to the Quaker Cemetery now to show y'all this one. It's really one of my favorite places to come to. There is some kind of wild experience we had here. We heard a lady's voice talking. We also heard a little kid's voice. And we also saw a couple shadows. Oh my God, what a deer. Good Lord. Good night. I'm about afraid to go through there now. Afraid to want to hit the side of the truck. I have had that shit happen. I had that little Ranger at time. I was leaving the house early in the morning, going out to over to the guy's house where we was going to be working on the farm that morning. My dad and my brother was already over there, and I was running just a little bit late because I stayed at the house and I was getting ready to get something to eat, breakfast that morning, and I got about halfway over there. I hit one deer and run all over top of him. Didn't tear the truck up. Then the next week or two, I was going to work at the golf course, and daggone if I didn't hit one on the driver's side and mess the whole side up. I can't believe how foggy it is in them spots. And it didn't even rain none yesterday. It might have rained about 3 drops the whole time. My buddy William that I deal with baseball cards, he was telling me about this one day, and that's how we came across it. This church has got 2 cemeteries. Two graveyards. It's a real crazy feeling when you come here. I mean, it's really wild. I'll show you. It's right here, right across the road. That's the part of the cemetery. There's the cemetery. There's about, I'm gonna say there's at least good, I don't know, about 300 some graves. Maybe more than that. I'm gonna say at least about 400 graves in there. I brought Rick over here one day when he first got into the group, and we done an investigation there, walked through, and he had a pretty good experience there. We had something other came across the spirit box that was real friendly. I don't know exactly what it was. The spirit didn't want us to leave. And then we had another one that was like a kid spirit, wanted to play with the cat toys. We asked, was it a adult there that's messing with the cat toys, and it came across the spirit box, said no. Then we asked if it was a little boy, and it said no, so I believe it was a little girl. We ran the ghost tube spirit box portion there that day, and it actually done pretty good. Hope they ain't none gonna go back across. You never know out here on this old country road what's gonna come across the road. One of these days, Bigfoot might walk across there. Never know. I wish my lights was up just a little bit higher, pointing out in these fields. Right here where it was at, look. Every one of them was bucks too. They had about that first one went across the road, he looked like it was about an 8. The other two looked like there was a small one. They were probably about like a 4, maybe a 6. Their rack wasn't that tall on their heads. This road here itself is spooky. You don't even have to be a graveyard on it. Yeah, the show that I was talking about a while ago, the name of it is going to be Paranormal Journey. That's we're going to talk to our guests and see their journey through the paranormal, what they going to be doing, how far the paranormal group has come, things like how they got started, the equipment that they started with, and what they've got now. You know, it's like us. The only thing me and my dad started with was one K2 meter and one recorder, and I got that for Christmas from my aunt and my cousin. We used that for about a year until we saved up a little bit of money to get my dad a recorder and get him a K2. Then we saved up some more money and got the DVR system. Started out with 4 cameras, now we got 12 cameras. We got 2 DVR boxes, so we can hook up 16 cameras when we get to the other 4. That's the reason I got that big old box made, so we can put all the DVR system in there. Keep it all together, all the cords and all the hookups and the connections and all the other power supplies and stuff like that for the DVR system itself. I'm very pleased with the system that we've got. One thing, it is easy to hook up. It does have all the wires and stuff like that. I prefer the wires because if something are not working right, you know, it's almost exactly what it is. And if you go somewhere that you ain't got internet or something other Wi-Fi, and if you forget your password for your hotspot on your phone or tablet or laptop or whatever, you're out of luck. And that's what I found my problem is. I forgot my password to my phone so I can use the Wi-Fi, the hotspot, and it's about useless. There's a funeral home stuck out here in the middle of nowhere. Cut on this road up here and come out the on the back side over there and come up by the hospital and show y'all the hospital I was talking about. It's one of them. I can get you to that one. It's actually a newer hospital. It's just only one level, one floor. It's actually used to be a working hospital. They just only stopped using it about just several years ago, I guess. And everybody in this county right here has to go to another county to go to the hospital if they need the hospital. They do have the ambulance service, the EMS service. They do have that here still, but they don't have a working hospital. So they can, if they need an emergency or something, they will have access to that. I don't think they can do away with emergency and stuff like that. Then again, I don't know. Things possible nowadays. Everything's different. That's the back side of the hospital. That's where all the doctors and stuff like that parked at. That's the employee parking lot. And there's the nursing home. Pretty good sized nursing home right there. There's like 3 buildings. Right here's the hospital that they shut down. Sorry for the glare of the lights, y'all. That's the old hospital that they don't run anymore for right now. I don't know if they ever open it back up or not. It's just only one floor. It's a very cool place. I remember going there and seeing my uncle quite a few times when we was little. My dad's brother. He stayed in that hospital several times. I hope I can get in there and do that one. That way my aunt, she can go in there with us and investigate that one. We will set up like a DVR system cameras at one spot, run them all out. We can hook up all 12 cameras there if we wanted to. That'd be a very interesting place. Hey there, Jason, buddy. How you? Appreciate you coming in, buddy. I don't believe I'll go get any breakfast. I'm really not all that hungry this morning. Tonight after the show, I'm planning on not being on too long for tonight. Good, mate. How are you? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just tired. I'm glad this is my last day of work until Wednesday. I get at least 2 days of break. It's been a long weekend, but it's been a short weekend too. Friday went by so daggone fast. I don't really remember what I was doing. You were at work? Yeah, I'm getting ready to go in here in a little bit. I still got about an hour and a half to chill out before I go in. Sometimes I just like to ride around and everything like that in the morning's times and stuff. I just drive slow, stuff like that. Now, see, the other hospital I was telling y'all about is just exactly like that. It's just one floor. It maybe not be that big, but it was a pretty little size hospital. It actually had like the morgue and stuff like that in there, so it's actually a working building. I think they shut this one here down in at least about 10 years ago, at least. Or no, about either 8 to 10 years ago they closed it down. And that's where the EMS service is at now, still. They got their little setup in there. We had a crazy day yesterday. Here at work, it was not what you say fast, but it was pretty much a fast day than normal. All right, dude. Open the door. And there'll be a friend. It ain't my fault you sat there asleep. Do your job and not sleep. At least they did fix this driveway part right there. Used to come in about shake yourself to death. We'll park right here beside this yellow car. There we go. Not too bad parking. And we sit here and we can chat and talk now. Oh, me. Yeah, I thought I had them K2s coming. I know I got one supposed to be coming, that's regular K2, like the original one. And I got another EMF meter that is a different design. The thing on the description of it was it's a 2023 model. That's what that's that one is. It's just a same thing, it's the same concept, it just fixed a little different, look like a spaceship. They got all different colors. They got a red one and a black one, and I've seen an orange one, and they've got a gray one also. It was, I got it. I want to do a test on see how accurate they all are together and everything like that. And that's the only reason why I got those two. but I cannot remember to save my life if I got them coming in on this order or they're going to be on the next order that comes in. I have to take my daily medicine. I hate this in her hair. This in here tastes funny. Boy, enough. That wild taste of nothing gagging maggot. Oh, man. I done my little mouse trick on my friend the other day, and she liked to jump plumb out of her skin. My little mice I bought from the dollar store. Like 4 of them came in a pack. I set one down in the floor over there next to the machine where she works at, and I told her, I said, I need me about 6 cases to put on the back of that truck, send it on out the door. She said, okay, I'll go over there and run the line right quick. She went over there, and before she got to the computer, she saw it out the crack of her eye, out of the corner, and Lordy, she hollered. You can hear her 3 counties over. She jumped. You can see bottom of her feet when she jumps. That's how high she jumped. I laughed, but I felt bad after that day. I felt all bad about it then. Y'all have any plans for the weekend coming up this following week? I went to the library the other day and got some books, some more ghost story books and stuff like that. I hadn't got to read any of them yet. Been too busy doing everything else. Trying to find some interesting stories to do on the channel. I want to try to do probably not do a live, maybe once ever so often. Do a story time, do all the recordings, and everything. I'll have guests come on and they will tell a story. some kind of a ghost story or story that like their parents have told them when they was growing up about some kind of legend that's around where they lived at and stuff like that. That will be very interesting also. I'm planning to do that sometime. This one here's got 6 scary stories selected and introduced by Stephen King. These must have been some of his stories, 6 that he has selected to put in this little book. And I got another book. It's got a little bit more than 6 stories in it. That book there, you can scotch your truck with it. It's going. I think it's be a pretty interesting. But once I get started looking at it, oh, it's got a guide. This book does got a guide that says spending the night alone in a haunted house, a user's guide. Then it has a list 1 through 16 of what you do and shouldn't do. Avoid eating solid foods for 6 hours before entering. Drink water in sufficient quantities to prevent dehydration. Do not drink wine or other spirits, particularly brandy. Okay. Wear no jewelry or metal of any kind. Most of all, no gold. Be forewarned that even the filling in your teeth can serve as some kind of discharge. That's kind of crazy. That's creepy. So if you got any kind of metal filling in your teeth, you don't do none of that stuff. Cut your hair as short as possible. Wear a thick wool cap or a wig that can be pulled from the head if grabbed from behind. Choose clothing that fits snugly but don't but does not movement leave no openings. Pockets should be zipped, plastic, or buttons. That's pretty interesting. That's just a thing. I might do a thing on that. That's pretty cool right there. Carry no weapons, since they would be useless and only serve a. I can't even see too good this morning. Present superiors. I'll have to go back to that one day and see what goes on. That'll be very interesting things you do and not do. It's awful quiet this morning, that's for sure. Nothing moving around, nothing going on. Well, I am gonna get off here in a few minutes. I'm gonna try and finish getting ready to go in here and see what we got going to be going on this evening. I'm dreading going in. I know that it's going to be a good day. I know for a fact, but yeah, it's still going to be rough because I want to be at home and things like that. About to bring in another trailer. Let's see what time we got here. 5:48. I'm gonna stay on to about 6 o'clock, and then I'll get on up out of here. Oh, Lordy mercy. Yeah, we had a place the other day that we're going to try to go to. They had a event going on, and I called the tail end of it, and I asked them could I bring my group. They said yeah, they do let people investigate, but I gotta go and do a little more talking to them and see what goes on. I'm gonna try to go back down to that church that me and my dad and my cousin Shasta went to that night, and might go over into the cemetery also and do that one again and see if we get the same kind of response. I got the email today, said my stuff has been shipped out to the um, distributor. So I ordered it on Thursday. Day Sunday. It should be here around about Wednesday, no later than Thursday, probably. I got a something for my cameras so they won't get wet if we happen to get caught out in a rainstorm. They won't get wet. I've got another phone mount for my phone for my tripod. Uh, I've got two left. They end up breaking. I might end up have to buy some of them, those metal ones, the alloy metal ones. Maybe they last a little bit longer. But we will see how that goes from there. Everybody must be resting this morning. I don't know where a lot of people's at this morning. Yeah, I can't wait till the new show starts. It's going to be a different uh, style of show. It's going to be strictly paranormal. You know, stuff like the cryptids and everything has to do with paranormal cryptids and the UFO stuff and all that things. I've actually got three more shirts out for the group that I'm waiting on to get them finished so I can give them to the group. My dad and Michael and Tracy, those three that I'm waiting on now. I've got mine, Shasta's, and my Aunt Linda's and Bella's and mine and Rick. I'm waiting on getting Tracy so I can send that to her so she can have it for October to wear to the event that they're having in Kentucky. She's going to set up at the Scarefest thing for us. Going to set up a table and sell some stuff that my cousin Chas and them's got. They making a lot of stuff. I got some stuff I'm gonna send. I'm yet figuring out if I want to do uh, put that Bigfoot thing I made at the house, put it up for sale to raise money for the group. I didn't get to stay in the auction last night. I did went over to Off the Hook Outdoors. They did an auction for another YouTube channel. I can't think of the name of the channel they were done for, but if y'all can go to Off the Hook Outdoors to Ted's channel and maybe you can get his PayPal link that you can send him a few dollars or something there to send to that YouTube channel. They are, I've heard a little bit about what's going on, but I didn't get the full details. The They're having a hard time and stuff like that right now. Something I forget what it was, but they did an auction. There was like 4 or 5 of them came together and took up some donation stuff to auction off. I can't remember how long they stayed on. I've jumped in a time or two to see what all they had, but I got home a little bit later than I normally do, and I caught the starting of it. And I sat down and I ate, and I fell asleep. I wished it was on the weekend that I didn't work, you know, so I could participate, but I didn't get to. But all the proceeds is going to a good cause anyway, so if anybody that wants to help out after that, I imagine they probably would take any kind of donations, accept anything. They done the auction, but I'm talking about like donate a few dollars or something other. I probably will next week get on there and I'll try to talk to Ted and send something over there to help out. Ted is an honest guy. He's a good guy. Uh, I've talked to him personally, talked to him on the phone, and he'd been on my channel on the show one night on a Sunday night. Talk about his channel, talk about his uh, fishing career and stuff like that. He does do fishing. He also does hunting videos. Yeah, his channel is pretty much a family channel. He does a lot with his kids and things. So it's you couldn't get no good of a channel than that. I think I shared it on my community tab one time, and I shared it on uh, our Facebook page, the crossover page, and my personal page. So I hope somebody had joined in on that from there also. I think, like I said, I can't say enough good things about it because they all come together and join forces, and when they have a friend in need and like that, they do join together and help out, and that's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to set your differences aside and do what your heart's set on to do, you know. Well, I'm gonna get off of here. I appreciate it. Thank y'all a lot. I'm gonna try to get ready. It's already 6 o'clock, and I will later. See y'all.